You better. You better.
Getting him involved early is already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him. And so far, the team just 1 of 5 in that rim shrinking.
Here's the Wizards. Knocks down the long J. The Wizards got 9.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Edwards against Smith. Pass to Rizachet. Johnson a screen on McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Rizachet. And he can't stop the rise. That one misses.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Hawks trail by 8. Here's Buffkin. Pass to Okongwu. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And what a run they've had in these playoffs. Only 3 losses getting to this point.
Well, we're deep into the playoffs. Only dropping 3 games is pretty incredible. They've played fantastic team basketball.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Dillingham's checked in for McDaniels. And during the postseason, let's see who's been working the hardest on the glass. 5th on the list, Jalen Johnson.
His awareness around the rim has really been impressive lately. It's obvious he knows every possession is important in the playoffs.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Atlanta misses again. Here's the Wizard. 9 points in the game. Outside Edwards. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Ricochet. Hawks trail by 10. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. Here's a couple. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. The Wizards shot is off. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from deep. The three from Ricochet. Drops in the three.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's the Wizard. And he banks in the layup. The Wizards got 11 points.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Pass to Furphy. Into the lane. And he converts the layup.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy fountain.
The Wizard passes to Randall. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Connects from downtown. Edwards got his third basket on the night right there.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Hawks trail by 8. There's 18 seconds left in the first. Pass to Nesmith. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's the Wizard. The three ball. He buries it from 3. 14 points for him. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Timberwolves ahead, up 9. And we'll be back shortly for the start. And here we go, the NBA Finals. So it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Wizard in their last time out against the Hawks had a huge game. He had 46 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Ricochet and Johnson, they're the forwards. Then it's Smith, then there's Mitchell Robinson, and it's Bufkin in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Oh, so crafty. I mean, Smith just knows where to get his shots.
You need this. Oh, he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
The Hawks lead by 3. Here's Bufkin. Give him 8 points now. Chalk up 2 there. Bufkin's got 10.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Out to the right wing. Here's the pick. Here's Dillingham. Bufkin with a rebound.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Ricochet. Misses off the left iron. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's the Wizard. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
For Atlanta, they've gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Knocked loose. here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Pass to Murphy, over Edwards. McDaniels with the rebound.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't just have too many open looks from him.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
The defense trying to do their best to slow him down. When he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Outside Johnson to halt the run. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
The Wizards shot is home. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The three from Rizachet. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Here's the Wizard. He's got 21. Here's Bufkin. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Atlanta on top, up by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Atlanta Hawks.
Watching them on the offensive end, they did a great job moving that basketball. There's no surprise in those assist totals how they reflect that.
Keeping everyone involved, keeping everyone engaged.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. With the series at 2-1, they could take a commanding lead if they can get the job done tonight.
Can't be a commanding lead if they lost a game already. It needs to be more like a suggestive lead.
I don't even know where to start with that. Despite what Shaq says, if they win, they'll be in absolute control of the series.
Just so long as they're not being suggestive. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, it is.
The Timberwolves trail. Here's the Wizard. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
So for Minnesota right now, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's the Wizard into the point. Oh, nice shot by Smith.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Pass to the Wizard. Fires from deep. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Here's Rizachet. He's got 6. Shot is up. Another one falls for Atlanta.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that play, and you hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Edwards. Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Outside Johnson. To the wing on the left. The three from Ricochet. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Randall, pass to the Wizard. Three-pointer, no good. Atlanta's gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. The three, Smith. Randall pulls down the board.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
The Wizard passes to Edwards. Open over Smith. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Here's Ricochet. McDaniels covering. Now here's the Conley. There's 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get one up here. Fires from the wing. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. For Minnesota, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. The Wizard. With the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Okongwu. And here's Smith. Outside Johnson. Here's Ricochet from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Ricochet's got 11. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
The struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
This is not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Okongwu, a screen on Edwards. Smith against Edwards. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Pass to the Wizard. The 3 is up. Minnesota can't miss it.
Excellent quarter. Now we just can't foul the ball.
Atlanta shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. First free throws.
All right, MP, get back in there.
Murphy. Jacks up a 3. Aldridge with the rebound.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high.
All right, time for an injury report.
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Atlanta. It's most likely a sprained toe. If that is the case, a painful injury to have to deal with. There will be no return to the floor tonight, and it sounds like the recovery period is going to last a little longer than we were hoping for.
All right, that's good intel. We've definitely been thinking of him. And now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
We've got Mitchell Robinson, Neesmith out there with Johnson. And it's Furphy in at the 2 guard. So that's the Hawks 5.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Now take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Pass to the Wizard. Outside Edwards to tie it up. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Outside Johnson. Buffkin. Clock at 6. Goes up at the elbow, and the jumper is on the mark. Buffkin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just a bad time for a defensive breakdown, and he really took advantage.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range shooter.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. Very respectful decision-making from him out there.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth to take the lead. Shoot from the baseline. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Wow. Edwards almost makes it look effortless. Like the whole team wasn't holding their breath right there.
That's the Buffkin. Shoots from 12. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. Fourth quarter of play. And over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And Shea. The shot won't fall.
This
Good
is
deep
great.
tongue.
I didn't foul. Yes.
The Hawks have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Pass to Buffkin. Wide open look. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that.
You can't make them all. I mean, for
Oh.
sure, you want him taking that kind of shot.
How y'all didn't get in front of this man?
Johnson just powering that one down.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Trailing by 2. Pass to Edwards. 4-3. It's rebounded.
blew it.
This is what it's come down to.
Yes, indeed. A monster possession.
Here's Johnson. Check by Randall.
How you play this shot?
Here's Risacher. There's the 3. That one is off.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Oh my God, they just cheated me, bro.
First free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. He's able to hit the second one. And that narrows the gap to 1. And he commits the
How you
attempt.
foul it, man?
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't
It was
allow them to
nice.
just drain the clock.
So the first one drops. And that'll put him up 2.
And for Smith, the quickness, the jump shot, the potential. I mean, it's all there.
Well, important there to have the three-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
16 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line.
That was a 3-point play.
We've seen Edwards throw a lot in the past few years. He has a great understanding of defenders in tough spots.
You really blew your shit.
They need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Okay.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
And the Timberwolves call time here. 11 seconds left in the game. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Well, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 3-point game. And a big mental mistake as
That's
they
it.
called timeout when they had none remaining. Detroit
did
was
too,
able to
the
rarest
second.
of technical fouls.
Oh, man, big error right there. Number of remaining timeouts is something you communicate to your players.
We don't see it that often, but with all that's going on, the timeout situation must have slipped his mind. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 or 2 from the line. And that puts him up 5. And so it's Atlanta with the W. A huge victory for them, knotting this series to 2.
We've got ourselves a series, folks. Neither team with much of an advantage.
MP has put himself among the greats this season. A lot of basketball left to play. That loss wasn't nothing. Let's get this one, and we're good to go. Shake off that loss. Tonight is a new day.
Folks, it's looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. The front court is Ricochet and Johnson. Then it's O'Connor, it's Smith, and it's Buckton in at the point guard position. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's the Wizard at the point. Take a look at the Hawks. Everyone wants to see how they're going to respond to this challenge, Greg. Game 5 on the road, NBA championship on the line.
And you know, I think it's going to be key for them to just block out all the noise. You don't focus on what's being said or written about you. You just focus on the present moment because that's all you can control.
Terrific advice for these players. For the 3, now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Buckton. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Driving in, he dinks the rim with a 2-handed slam.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the place.
A fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land off with who knows, but there he is, and you see it very clear.
Either that guys or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of him.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Steps back. Oh, jams it with authority.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
And, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot. Only one miss in the first 5 attempts. Clearly the field.
Smith with it. Johnson with a screen on it. To the post. Johnson can't get it to go. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's the Wizard. No good on the triple. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And O'Connell slams it in.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
As I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the last.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Pass to Smith. And here's Johnson. Here's Buckner. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Over to the wing. Here's the Wizard. Pass fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Riza with it. Working on McDaniels. Johnson for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Hit by Randall. Here's the Wizard. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it off.
To the inside. Randall Collins slams it in.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Here's the Wizard. Outside for Randall. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
The Hawks trail by 5. Smith outside. There's a good screen. Down low. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
There's the steal. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Reza wide open. Johnson with the jam.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
The Wizard can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down. He is that punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Timberwolves lead by 3. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Smith outside. Here's Buckner. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. We got Anthony Edwards. Holding out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's the Wizard. And it's Dillingham in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And stolen by O'Connell. And now we've got some time to check in the sideline. Here's DA.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the Wizards in the last time out against Atlanta had a huge game. He scored 32 points and hit a few threes, which helped his team space it.
What the fuck, man? Why is you not blinking? Like, you get in the air and stop. You need fucking air, like, what the fuck? What is your problem, bro? Like, stopping mid fucking air on the dunk.
Indications are that he feels good coming into this.
What is your problem, dude?
He can build on that prior success.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Smith for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Baldwin's got 5 rebounds tonight. The Wizard passes to Edwards. The muzzle from Edwards.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Here's Buffkin. Atlanta again missing. Timberwolves leading by 3. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's the Wizard. And there's another one for the Timberwolves. 40 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Buffalo. 8 points for him. It's rebounded by Baldwin.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
15 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Edwards. Misses, and he wants that one back. Up there for Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
So I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason.
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
Yeah, you love the consistency in their approach. Really methodical. Checking out how the Hawks are doing in this series. If they can steal this game on the road and go up 3-2, they'd put themselves in great position, Kenny.
Well, they've got to win one on the road if they're going to advance. Better here now and keep the pressure off of a Game 7.
Absolutely. They played it even so far. But to win titles, you have to set.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to...
So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. We're seeing a tremendous game from the Wizards.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Let's get an update on Reza Shea. David, what's the status?
The guys, I was able to talk with his head athletic trainer about his status. And guys, he told me that it appears to be a pinched nerve in his back. And as you can see, he's already back on the court. How about that, Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
You know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Coming out the group, the Queen started to start the second half. In the post, David Johnson. Then there's Reza Shea, it's Smith, and it's Buffkin in at the point. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. Minnesota shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Here's Smith. Still without a basket. Now Riza-Shea. The Hawks looking to go around. There's a screen. Mr. Bufflin. It's hauled in by Edwards.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead. Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
Unloads from 13. And it's Smith missing. Timberwolves leading by 6. Driving inside. The Wizard good. And that's now 24 points to the Wizard.
That's 3 or 4 here to start the half.
Minnesota's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that one.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Buffkin with the bucket.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Timberwolves.
Here's the Wizards. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A-game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this offense, it's a characteristic.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And he drops him a layup off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and there's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't help it. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's the drive. Atlanta with the rebound. He's gone about 3.5 minutes into the third. Pass to Murphy. Johnson outside. Here's Buffkin. A three-pointer, no good. Timberwolves leading by 10. Shoots from 14. The shot is good off the backboard. That's now 32 points for the Wizards.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Johnson outside. Right wing. It's the Riza-Shea. And the 3 off target.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
For Minnesota, they have shot just 1 free throw early. 1 for 1 in the game. No good on that one.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Good on the second free throw. The Hawks trail by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson finds Robinson. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Sweet shooting from DiVincenzo. Really comfortable getting that shot up quickly.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Minnesota shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. He misses the free throw.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Murphy. No good from outside. 1 second left. And the layup drops in from the Wizard. The Wizards got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back right after this. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Quinn Snyder.
One of the biggest things is not to react to anything. Okay,
Line up here for the Timberwolves. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's the Wizard and point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And that one's good. Reza Shea. Reza Shea's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's the Wizard.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, that man is going for the jump.
Well, he only played one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Here's Reza Shea. From outside, off the mark.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Atlanta's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Shakes them. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Here's the Wizard. Goes up to the stripe. Misses off the left iron. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance to the and one.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Both free throws good from the Wizard. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Simmons pulls it in. Here's Minnesota. They're on an 18-6 run. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Neesmith finds DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And they came to play tonight, asserted their will, a terrific performance. And it'll go down as a crucial Game 5 win for Minnesota.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
They had their way in the paint. And those are all high percentage shots. But the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And this win will put them right on the cusp of the championship. They'll be holding a 3-2 lead with 2 shots to win the title.
Yeah, and it looks like they're fully prepared to get the job done in Game 6. This was no fluke performance tonight. This was a team asserting itself and showing it has the ability to rise up when the stakes are at their absolute highest.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the Wizards.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a mirror.
A nice shot by Neesmith.
good decision-making by Hill, giving it up when somebody else was freer and in better position.
Here's the Wizard, defended by DiVincenzo. Here's Dillingham. Sweet little floater. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can just a little bit easier knowing they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Just gigantic, you're right. And that concludes our coverage of Game 5 of the NBA Finals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.
MP sneaking up on Steph Curry as the GOAT shooter. Pay the bills, baby. win tonight, and you will never pay for a meal in this town again.
Yo. What you doing? Yeah. I can't find shit.
MP said he woke up today ready.
The hell you got going on, girl? It's closed. I made it close. Yeah, I made it close. Queen. Queen. What the hell you got going on, girl? Queen. What the hell you got going on? Why the hell you leave the party? Why you leave the party? I made it private. You should have joined back. And this one open. This party open. What the hell you doing? Huh? About who?